I think the main reason why we're doing this is to educate politicians to know why we need the manpower that we need to function properly and safely. The equipment, we have very good equipment. Without the right amount of manpower to look after using the equipment, you can't function properly. Another reason why we're putting you through and actually making you wear the stuff that we wear and do what we do is to show you that even though it looks like there's a lot of numbers, we still, when we are working, it's extreme. Everything, the conditions are always extreme, either hot or cold. Even in 30 below, wearing what you're wearing right now, depending on what you're doing, you can be very, very hot. So when you're done working, you are going to need some rehab time. First thing that a lot of people ask is, do you guys really get to sleep at night? They think that we sit around and don't do a lot. It's completely the opposite. We barely have time in a day to what we have planned to do and what you actually get done, both with training, just looking after the equipment. We respond to calls 24/7, and we have to cancel a lot of training, a lot of different aspects of our job that don't get done because we're responding to calls. That's another thing we're trying to push for is a training facility and a training truck, or to keep all of our trucks in commission all the time. So we at least have all the manpower available, so when we're in the middle of training, we don't have to stop and then go back into commission and respond because there's several calls going on in the city. Manpower and training is our two biggest issues. Well, over the years, this 6-hole here has a bit of training facility that's mainly used for our extrication and for Hussar, which is confined space. This isn't that terribly old. It's only been the last few years that we've had it. We can't do any type of live burn anywhere within the city limits, just because of the fact that you're burning and there's people around. So we need to be just slightly outside of the city. We used to have a training tower downtown and a burn house downtown right in behind one hall. Basically, it was very old and it was condemned and they had to tear it down. So now we don't have that to do training in. This training tower here is the only tower that we have that we can actually use for some of the drills we have today.